coming home. Oh, oh, I'm coming home. I wanna be home for the holidays, because home is only home when I'm with you. I wanna be home for the holidays, because home is only home when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Oh, 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 I'm coming home to you. I wanna be home for the holiday. Home to you. Home to you.
Is it safe? Is it safe to say that I know that you've been trying? Will it last? Will it last the day? I don't know, but we'll be trying. I don't want the pain, I don't want the stain to stay on our life. I don't want to fade, I don't want to fade away from our life.
Lost track of the forest through the trees, forgot what I was chasing. Spent so many nights living out at sea that my heart is gone vacant. And everybody who was close to me all stayed on dry land. So now I'm driving back on Interstate West, I just gotta feel something. Not gonna wait till the morning, because something's gonna change my mind. I don't wanna change my mind. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life. Send my best friend an apologetic text, he says to come over. Well, the whole damn town has been waiting for the day when you would come back here. There was dancing and talking and steaks on the grill, and I think that I will be alright. And my ex from high school still looks just the same as she did back in 2009. Not gonna wait till the morning, let's never put the night on ice. Never put the night on ice. Oh, I wanna stay right here, chilling with my friends for another year. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life. Oh, come on, turn your hate into poetry, pain into power, enemies to friends and your minutes into hours. I would walk away from the spotlight for the good life, for the good life. And they all said I was crazy for leaving my money, but it never made me happy alone. Life is just too short to never do what you Starry eyes and cellophane, she takes her walk, she makes her plans. A truck bails down the avenue, there's broken glass, a missing pew at church. Maybe I was wrong, maybe time's too strong. Are we falling further? Are the lights that take us home when everyone is gone? Are we breaking title to ask the question why? We live and then we die, I think I'm fine. Maybe I'll write you from the other side. He was young when mom got cancer. Here life comes on Dasher Dancer. Raised up his little sister on his own. He brushed her hair and watched her grow. Maybe I was wrong, maybe time's not that strong. Are we falling further? Are the lights that take us home and everyone is gone? Are we breaking title to ask the question why? We live and then we die, I think I'm fine. Maybe I'll write you from the other side. I'm just gonna take it slowly. I'm just gonna live one day at a time. I hope you feel you truly know me. If something comes to take me in the night, take us home when everyone is gone. We break it title to ask the question why. We live and then we die, I think I'm fine. Maybe I'll write you from the other side.
You don't know what is it we're saying. You don't know, you don't care. All you know is honey that you're faking. You don't know, you don't care. We're all having fun, bathing in the sun. We're all building castles, castles in the sand. We're having fun, we're having fun.
You don't know, what is it we're hiding? You don't know, it's not fair. All you know is, darling, that we're faking. You don't know, it's not fair. We're all having fun, bathing in the sun. We're all building castles, castles in the sand. We're having fun, we're having fun.
We're all building castles, castles in the sun. We're having fun, we're having fun.
I don't cry when it rains no more, or I get dirt on my shoes. I don't mind climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all hitting me. I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine when I feel it today. When it's cold in that dead of winter, remember that song that's one more cocktail, one more roll, one more dance before the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3rd annual Tampere Slush event. How's everyone's slush going? Good? Oh, come on, you can do better than that. How's your slush going? That's the way. I want to, first of all, introduce myself. My name is Trent, and I am the event host tonight. Secondly, I want to apologize that we are cutting off the bar during the presentation. I promise you, it'll be open up again as soon as we're done. But we've got some wonderful things here in store for you today. And one of that includes my buddy right here, Mirakleo. Mirakleo, how are you? All right, wonderful. Mirakleo is the official mascot of the International World Championships of Ice Hockey, which are going to be held in Helsinki and Tampere next year. Let's get a round of applause for hockey in Tampere, yeah? Very good. And of course, those are going to be held in the beautiful Nokia Arena. That's going to open up this month, which we're all in Tampere very excited about. So you'll notice a slight hockey theme throughout the evening tonight. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, we're in for a fun evening. I want to bring attention to our organizers and sponsors. Hang on, let me move you back here, Mirakleo. You're real close to the edge there. There we go. All right. Quick thanks to our sponsors and our partners. Business Tampere, the City of Tampere, Tampere University, Council of Tampere Region, the Tampere Chamber of Commerce, and the Tampere Startup Hub Platform 6. Let's give them a big hand for all of the hard work they've put into doing this and making this event happen 3 years in a row, except for COVID year. And again, like I said, my name is Trent. I'm the host. I'm grateful to be back here in front of everyone. We were here also in Maxine 2 years ago at the last event, and I left a hat here. So if anyone finds a hat, please let me know. It might be mine. Tonight, we are going to hear from 5 Tampere-based speakers, and after that, we're going to get 3 pitches from Tampere startups. And it's going to be a fun evening. And again, after this event, we're going to bring the bars back open. But I think right now, you've given me enough attention for the moment. You've given Mirakleo enough attention for the moment. Let's get started with our first speaker of the night, shall we? Please welcome to the stage the CEO of Business Tampere, Mr. Harri Airaksinen. Harri, everybody, round of applause for Harri. And we're going to make sure that Cleo gets... There we go. All right.
Okay.
Take it away.
Okay. Thanks, Trent. So good to see you all here after 2 years. So it's my great pleasure and honor to wish you very cordially welcome to this Tampere event here at Slush. I hope you have had a great day today, and hopefully this evening will be also very enjoyable for you. So Trent already thanked all our partners for enabling this event. I would like to also join these thanks and thank once again all our partners this evening, and on behalf of our Business Tampere, the main organizing partner of this event. So it's my great pleasure really to very cordially welcome you here. So, it was already said that we are going to have a great event soon. So on Friday, this new arena, Nokia Arena, will be open. So they are going to play the first ice hockey game there. And of course, we are waiting for the official opening ceremony soon in 2 weeks. And this is really a great great story, city of Tampere. So we are going to use this opportunity, your company here today, this evening, to tell a few facts, to introduce our startup ecosystem. So of course we consider that Tampere, Finland is a great place to have your startup over there and to grow over there. So there are already now several success stories on the way. The revenues in our startup companies, the volume of the whole startup ecosystem has grown very rapidly also during these COVID years, and then of course we are very proud of that. So we have been able to enable this good progress here together with our partners. So it was already said that we are cooperating very closely with the public sector, with the private sector investors, and of course with the R&D community. And you are going to hear more in detail about the most successful companies, the stories we have been able to create together. So compared to many other regions, many other cities, also compared to the capital region of Helsinki, so Tampere is sort of a club, so we have a great cooperation there. The city center is very compact, and of course we are very proud of this new Platform 6 startup hub we have just opened. And we are also very positively surprised that we got right in the beginning already 40 companies as members of this hub, and also there are also some other figures you can see over there. So the startup companies, the scale-up companies, so the number of those, it's growing very fast. Here's the few logos over there. So just to tell that our ecosystem word or such is very versatile in Tampere. So we have picked up few ecosystems here. So the health tech, for example, clean tech, bio and circular economy, and ICT companies and gaming. So part of these companies are based in our Startup 6 community, and part of those are already in a bigger stage, so scaling up and growing very fast. And of course, the background of these ecosystems in Tampere. So we have this. It's nice to say this because we are going to open this Nokia Arena soon. So this great heritage of ours is much based in our Nokia background, and we have been able to apply these technologies also in these new ecosystem areas, which you can see here. And as said, so I can promise that there are very nice stories you are going to hear about later today. So as said, so we have a strong ecosystem with good services, both public and private ones over there, a compact environment, good infrastructure, and of course what we are doing also there at Business Tampere, we help our companies in order to look for international investments, look international partners, our R&D companies, and of course for funding in that sense. And as you know, certainly, so these kinds of opportunities here in Finland, so they are very good ones. And of course, this kind of close cooperation with our partners, good networking with our international guest contacts. Of course, this is a great part of this work. So normally, now that I heard that the bar is closed at the moment, so I think it's not used. There's no use to speak any longer. But let's look at the video of our environment, and with these words, once again, cordially welcome and enjoy the evening, enjoy the company, and enjoy the spirit of Slush and also Tampere. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to Harri, not only for the presentation and the speech and the video, but also for everything you do with Business Tampere. It's wonderful that you are a main organizer of this event, and we appreciate the ecosystem support that you guys provide to the Tampere startup scene. So thank you very much. Next up, we're going to hear from Pekka Salmi, the Deputy Mayor of Tampere. The City of Tampere is the key supporter and enabler for the startup ecosystem in Tampere. Now let's hear some words from the Deputy Mayor, Mr. Pekka Salmi. Pekka.
Welcome to Tampere. Welcome to Startup Tampere event. I'm proud to be here, and it's really nice to see you all folks here. So many people. Today, startup companies that strengthen Tampere's business life have come to visit Slush Helsinki. Tampere is a state of mind, like we saw in the video. Tampere will make big things and wants to show the future for our cities. Tällä kertaa tosiaan teemme asiasta numeron. Tärkeä osa tätä kehitystä ovat uudet startup- ja kasvuyritykset, jotka luovat ympärillemme hyvinvointia. Startup-yritykset tarvitsevat kasvunsa tuoksi uusia sijoituksia, asiakkaita ja palveluita. Sen takia olemme tänään Slushissa. Tampereella tätä kehitystä vauhdittamaan on perustettu startup-talo Platform 6. Se on yksi kaupungin merkittävistä hankkeista ja investoinneista vahvistamaan kaupunkiseudun tunnettuutta ja lisäämään nuorten yrittäjien sekä uuden liiketoiminnan vetovoimaa. Tampere is investing heavily in the future. Nationwide significant openings are Platform 6, Nokia Arena, Tampere's modern city tram, Hiedaranta district, the completion of the Tampere city center and the structural station center, just to name a few more. Tänään meillä on kunnia järjestää tilaisuus Business Tampereen, Tampereen yliopiston, Pirkanmaan liiton, Tampereen kauppakamarin ja Suomen jääkiekkoliiton kanssa. Kiitos ponnisteluistanne uuden kasvun rakentamiseksi kaupungillemme. Especially on behalf of our partner, the Finnish Hockey Association, I would like to promote the World Hockey Championships next spring at Nokia Arena. Nokia Arena is now open in early December, and there will be more than 1 million people visiting the arena, supported by the state-of-the-art digital technology and services. The venue is the first of its kind, modern multi-purpose next-generation arena in Europe, to be built right in the heart of the city. Even before the World Championships, the new Nokia Arena invites you to visit the leading sports, business and entertainment center. Welcome to get to know Nokia Arena during the Tampere Smart City Week in early February. Many growth companies have made efforts in Tampere. Some have listed on the stock market or become at least a major employer. Startups increase the vitality of the region. They generate technological development, service innovations, jobs, tax revenues and also international activity. Tampereen kaupungin pormestariohjelman tavoitteiden mukaan Tampere on yrittäjäystävällinen. Tampereen status startup-kentässä paranee ja Tampereen kehitys on noteerattu kansainvälisesti. Tampereen kaupunki on panostanut ja tulee jatkossakin panostamaan startup-kenttään yrityskiihdyttämöitä ja yrityspalveluja kehittämällä. Ja erityisesti tukemalla startup-yhteisöjä, jotka ottavat toimintaympäristön kehittämisen omaksi asiakseen. Jatkossa toimintaa halutaan laajentaa uusilla startup- ja kasvuyritysten tapahtumilla, verkostoilla ja kansainvälisellä yhteistyöllä. Erityisesti teollisten yritysten yhteistyö kasvuyritysten kanssa voi luoda kaupungille vahvan pohjan entistä monipuolisemmalle yrityssektorille ja sen myötä laajentuville toimialojen uusille koulutus- ja työpaikoille. The city of Tampere wants to continue the success story and create the best conditions for making future decisions. We have a strong position in international science, a well-functioning university relationship, high technology, commercial know-how, and international vitality. Thank you, startups, for this active breakthrough year, and welcome to become as integral part of urban and economic development policies. The city of Tampere wishes you rapid growth, well-being, and sustainable development for the next year. Have a nice evening, everyone. Mukavaa iltaa teille kaikille. Kiitoksia.
Thank you so much, Pekka, and again for everything that the city of Tampere does to help to support the ecosystem for startups in Tampere. All right, next up we're going to hear from another key partner in the Tampere startup ecosystem. From Tampere University, we'll hear from Taru Pilvi, and at Tampere University, researchers and students are pursuing entrepreneurship now more than ever. More to tell us about that. Welcome to the stage, please, Taru Pilvi. Taru.
Hello and happy, wonderful evening to you all. I promise to be brief so that we get the bar open sooner, but I can't help but opening with the theme of slush, which I don't know if you have checked, but it happens to be entrepreneurial renaissance. And this is how they describe it. Our actions over the next decade will determine the course of humanity for generations to come. Entrepreneurs building scalable solutions will be at the core of creating the solutions that will make the future a bright one. Sounds epic, right? And really, what I hear that the hero of this story is really the entrepreneur. He or she is in the center of fighting for this brighter world. And don't get me wrong, I really believe that the entrepreneurs are key persons in this journey. But I also believe and hope to see more researchers and students from universities standing behind or next to these entrepreneurs, or even in their place in the coming future. And we're lucky to witness that later on today, because we will hear from one of those entrepreneurs, or several of those entrepreneurs, Bamomos, STEMsite and Modulite, who all have roots in Tampere University. As the Innovation Director of Tampere University, I also have the honor of leading the sustainable development actions of our university. And through that, I have to say that I can't imagine the entrepreneurial renaissance without combining it with the goals of sustainable development. And sustainable development is an area where collaboration, working together, and really supporting each other is the key. And multidisciplinary ways of working and coming together from different sources is a must. And that is something that we really work for at Tampere University. And our purpose in this world is to work together for a sustainable future. And this brings me to my last topic, which is really the working together part. To me, the absolute power, all the wonderfulness and the key for Tampere region and Tampere ecosystem is the way how the different players work together. City of Tampere, Business Tampere, Council of Tampere Region, Platform 6, Red Brick Accelerator, all of the players have already been mentioned a couple of times, but I still want to name you because you are really the supporting force of the entrepreneurs and other heroes of this journey. With those words, I just want to wish you all a wonderful evening, and I can't wait to meet you all. Since 2 years, been a very long time, and let's have fun. Thank you.
Thank you, Taru. All right. Next up, we're going to hear from Miska Kuusisto of Wise Hockey. Wise Hockey is a sports analytics program that requires no manual effort, and their real-time visualized visualized statistics are used in thousands of hockey games each year. Please, everyone, welcome to the stage from Wise Hockey, Miska Kuusisto.
Thank you. Nice to be here in front of the live audience, and of course I'm not typically in front of a dead audience, but I guess you know what I mean. I'm from Wise Hockey, and let's have a short video first, just that you can capturize that what we're actually doing. Please, can you run the video? So that was shortly what we are doing. So basically we are able to provide real-time statistics for the media and the teams and the audience at the arena. But shortly where we have been coming from here. So Wise Hockey is basically developed originally by Bitwise, and 2 years ago we founded like a company called Wise Hockey, which is majorly owned by the Bitwise, and then some key personnel by Wise Hockey. So today we are roughly 30 persons, and turnover is more than 3 million, so it's fairly good in 2 years. Some basic principles, I think this is something that I don't know if Henry Ford has even ever said this, but this is kind of describing very well what we have been doing. So if we would have been asking that basically what ice hockey folks are wanting, so they want to have like same statistics than before, but just faster and better. And we basically turned this around and we started from different angles. So we didn't even ask that what you want. And we started with the fan engagement. Our key core is that in those ice hockey arenas, so we have small antennas, and then we have this kind of smart box, and players are having a small tag, and we are tracking those players. But the key point is that we can turn those coordinates into real-time statistics. So basically we capture all the movements and turn that to the statistics, which we can provide very fast to the, for example, TV or betting services applications, but also those players and coaches at the arena. Why this is then like very important? So I think in this audience this has been seen in some kind of way many times, but it is so good slide. I wanted to add that what makes the difference with the real-time data. So if we think that all the largest companies today, what they have been doing, so they are around the data and real-time data. For example, Uber, if you order taxi and it is coming tomorrow, so the value for the service is much lower than if you are having that in 15 minutes. And it is same with us. Basically, we are able to deliver those statistics real time, not next day for the newspaper, but in that moment for all those consumers, fans at the arena or outside of the arena, and also create totally new services. How basically ice hockey is changing the game. So first of all, we are playing a lot. So we have already three like full leagues. So Finnish league is playing with our system. Whole KHL is playing our system. Now we added also Norway. So it is not like a fantasy thing. We have at the moment a couple of games ongoing each and every day. In some days we have 25 games ongoing. As I said earlier, the key point is that we can create that real-time data, but not only real-time, the data that others cannot produce even afterwards. Then this coordinated information, I want to underline that. That's the unique point. Nobody else is doing that currently in the world the way we are doing. Then the real-time API, that you can deliver that data for the service providers, because we cannot do all the services. We need to have partners. In Finland we have Veikkaus, Telia, C More, in KHL Match TV or Fonepet. Lots of those partners who are then able to turn those statistics into services. And then lastly, but very important thing, that we have turnkey solution. So nobody has to care anything about the system once it is installed. And we are bringing that to the arena, and it is always there. It is always on. This is fairly busy slide, but this is kind of illustrating how fast we have been doing the things. So we started to develop the product in 2017. Then there was an official match and first official smart puck. Then in already next season there was a few teams in Finland, Finnish league, who were playing our system. And in 2019 we already captured full KHL and full Finnish league. So in 2 years we were able to reach that point. And at the same time we had already international media houses and betting companies who were trusting our data already that day. I would say that we would have even more leagues today if there would not be Corona, but COVID was making the new installation very difficult because the leagues didn't know if they are able to play or not. But for upcoming season we already introduced Norwegian league, and I would like to say that in week or two you will hear some news about us and one new very big league in the introduction. Then during the COVID time we also did the smart football, or if there is any Americans, so smart soccer. Basically we did same in football, and in already this season we were playing Finnish league with the smart ball system, whole championship series in Veikkausliiga. Again, busy slide. These are busy slides because we are doing many things. So, what we can basically bring. So, in the left side, basically we have this end-to-end system. So basically, typically when you are doing things what we are doing, you have multiple players. We can deliver all these elements end-to-end by ourselves. And starting from the, let's say, bottom row, we have this object tracking. Typically now the hot topic is object tracking. We had that 4 years ago. Since then we have been doing these other elements like game modeling and statistics and these service sites. And then we have been building this service ecosystem with international friends. Here is a few examples. The video was pretty fast pace. So basically, for example, from the TV, what we have been doing in TV. So these are not like a Photoshop, these are something that are happening in Finland or in KH or in Norway. So we can do this kind of, let's say, live mapping on top of live feed, or we can do the speedometer, we can tell the momentum who is on top of the game. This is something that we can do the real time. At the arena is very relevant because in 2 days in Tampere we have first finest arena, where we are having some special things for the audience and also in our own VIP box. But here is a few pictures about the arena that we can serve, for example, at the Media Cube, and then in upcoming Nokia Arena you have lots of LED screens where you can do lots of cool things for the wide audience. You don't have to steal the one small cube at the arena because you have hundreds of meters of LED screen available, and also video projectors. But then also in mobile, we are having apps that are serving customers at real time, and then also web services, our own web services, but then more importantly like betting web services or team web services, league web services, which are then driving consumption in internet. I was saying that we were not asking that what folks at the coaching team or what the players are wanting, but we have been building very impressive also this kind of player profiling and information sharing real time for the players and coaches. And I would say that this is also best in class, but this was not the starting point. The key point was that we started from the entertainment and then we expanded for the player development, because typically when somebody's doing systems like this, you are basically hiring a couple of old NHL stars, and then you start doing same things that has been available before, but just you try to do that better ways. But we have been also doing these like, let's say, more visual ways and a little bit differently what others has been doing. The big question is that are you ready to change your game? Of course, it would be nice that if there is in the audience somebody who wants to do that with us, but I think the key question is that whatever business you are in, it's very important to think differently, out of the box thinking, and that's what we have been doing. I think that Henry Ford phrases, it is very good way to stop and end this like a presentation. I want to thank you, and if you have any further questions about the system also, I will be here, so please just let's have a discussion. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Miska. Wonderful to see such innovation coming out of the Tampere region. Here, I'll take the microphone and the clicker. Brilliant, great. There you go. Okay. Up next, we are going to hear from Will Cardell. Will, I don't see where you are. There he is. He's got his microphone and he's ready to go too. A little higher than it looks. Yeah, Will is from Courage Ventures, and he is a friendly investor to the Tampere ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, right? A round of applause for Will, everyone.
Thank you. So can I get my, let's see, I got to go with that. All right, thank you. So, hey, great to see everybody. Actually, I can't see anybody. But I have some really bad news for you today, but I'll save that in a second. So, Tommy asked me to give the investors' viewpoint here. And I think everybody expects something really intelligent and well thought through from investors. And I tried to think of something and I couldn't come up with anything. But I kind of thought, I've been reflecting a lot the last few days about my investment history, what's worked and what hasn't. And I kind of came to grips with a couple ideas I'd like to give to you. And I think actually at startups, you'll be able to leverage this a little bit when you're trying to raise money from investors. But as I said, it's a little bit of bad news because actually, so here's a kind of a cross-section of an investor's brain. It's done by a really top asset management firm out of New York called Dalber. And actually the title of this study is, are investors really as dumb as this story says? And where I want to go with that, what you can see is basically all the different things that are going through an investor's brain when he's looking at an investment opportunity. And I want to focus on one in particular. And that's the one kind of on the right that says regret. So treating errors of commission more seriously than errors of omission. So what does that mean? So I worry about so I have 50 investments across the Nordics and Baltics, about half of those in Finland. Some of the companies are doing fantastically well, and I know that the overall portfolio is going to look great over time. But I spend a lot more time worrying about where I made a mistake putting my money in, rather than where I made a mistake by not finding a great opportunity that went away. And I want to tell one story around that. So in 2010, I started the Alto Center for Entrepreneurship, which basically ran the startup sauna system and funded it, everything from the university side. Actually, Top Son and I worked for a while together. But there's a young guy that was actually didn't start the student community, but he was one of the early guys, Mickey Coolsey. Super famous guy now, but he was on our payroll. He was doing, kind of helping the students get started, doing this and that. Really good guy at organizing, but I never dreamed what the future would hold for him. In 2014, he formed Wolt, and I heard that he was starting this company. And I had just left Alto, and I was just starting our firm, Courage Ventures. And I considered giving him a call and saying, hey, could we participate in your seed round or pre-seed round? Never made that call. It started, it got going. Around 2016, 2017, me and some of my partners looked around and said, okay, that's a really good idea he's doing, but he's not doing exactly right. We chose another company and put money into that company. Rolls forward to 2017, 2018. It was Slush 2 or 3 years ago, three or 4 years ago, when there was a big article published about Wolt, about how the problems with compensating the gig economy workers and stuff like this. And at that point, I was kind of really looked at myself and I said, yeah, we made the right decision. You know, these guys are never going to make it. So roll forward a couple of years later, the company we had invested in made a small and kind of personal investments. They didn't make it, so we lost all of our investment there. And then a few weeks ago comes out the news that actually the seed investors that invested at the same time we could have made 200 times their money back. So, and I don't think about those things about not reaching out to the right companies. I think much more about, man, what could we have done to save this company that we were in? And I think that's something that, as an entrepreneur, you get, it's very frustrating, but at the same time, if you can kind of raise yourself up to where the early investors are able to see you, access you, kind of generate kind of ongoing dialogue over months, it will really relate. It will end up in a good investment, eventually, a proposal from someone. So anyway, my kind of message here is, like I said, the title of this article was, are investors really this dumb? And I really, as an entrepreneur, you got to look at that whole picture and say that, yeah, all these different dynamics are going on in the head of the investor. Which are the ones that I can actually take advantage of and actually leverage? So I think that's, when I said it's bad news, I consider it bad news because this is a very kind of chaotic environment that's going on. And I think it's a challenge to actually latch in and get and kind of get the investors excited. I'll finish off with this, and this is something that I'm really been focused on recently. And so I started teaching entrepreneurship actually at universities in 2000. In 2000, we taught about writing a whole business plan. So we wrote 50 to 70-page business plans. When I was teaching in 2010, it was really focused on lean startup. It was the beginning of that phase. It was all about, you know, kind of a short deck with some financial projections. So it went from 70 pages to basically 10. And now I would say that we're in a program with accessing some of our companies to the US market. And we focused a lot on getting our whole story down to 7 words. And I think that is, at the end of the day, with the kind of overall ADHD and the investor market, that's where you need to be as a startup to be able to get your message through in that short seven words. So here's a few good examples. So that's basically my talk. Nothing brilliant there, but I hope you understand a little bit more the investor mindset. It's not as nicely organized and perfect as I think we would like it to be, but if you understand a little bit more what's going on there, maybe you can kind of get your pitch better to the point where we jump on it as soon as you give it. So thanks very much. By the way, I spend a lot of time with Tampere companies and definitely love what you guys are doing. So please keep up the good work. Thanks. Wow, it's warm up here.
Thank you so much, Will.
Thank you.
Thanks for the presentation with the insights and also everything you've done for the Tampere startup ecosystem. All right. We are now ready to move on to the pitching and presentation portion of the night. We have 3 companies out of the Tampere region, and we are going to hear from them now. So let's start off with our first company. Up first, we're going to hear from Bamomas, and we're going to hear from the founder, Pavel Marek. Let's welcome Pavel to the stage, everyone, with a big round of applause.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Our little technical issues. All right. Good. So good evening, everybody. My name is Pavel Marek. I'm a co-founder of Tampere-based startup Bamomas. And basically, what we do in Bamomas is that we build a digital platform for battery management. At the same time, we work on the underlying battery intelligence, and we provide connectivity to the batteries in industry and other sectors. So what's the reason why we do this? I just pull out a few newspapers, just news and stories. So you can see batteries are expecting massive growth. We need them to decarbonize the economy. But at the same time, we don't know exactly at the moment what we're going to do with the batteries when they will be in the end of their life. And the problem is that this is a problem in the future. So we are focusing on what we can help and solve right now at the moment. And we do this in the industry. We provide prescriptive analytics for our battery fleets. So it is a tool that helps to the industrial operators to maximize the lifetime of batteries and also optimize the maintenance through a predictive maintenance. Because not all batteries have basically full connectivity, we have developed our own sensor solution. So it is a Bluetooth or Wirepass connectivity. And combining with this, we also practically have different connectivity options running with the Wirepass and running with the Bluetooth. And as today's theme is mostly about Tampere and Tampere startup ecosystem, I would like to present our partners coming from Finland and also from Tampere ecosystem. So practically in the battery ecosystem, we are collaborating closely with Valkea, which is a Fortum's fund. And in the product development, we collaborate with Sensoan. But finally, on the startup ecosystem in Tampere, we are working with the Wirepass, a well-known mesh network connectivity company, and also Exensio, which is practically product testing company. And I would like to basically thank by this and thank for the support in Tampere startup ecosystem. And I'm happy to read your comments and speak to you later today. Thank you very much and have a nice evening.
All right, thank you very much, Pavel. We are going to move it right along with our second pitch of the night. From Commu app, please welcome to the stage founder Karoliina Kauhanen. Karoliina.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Karoliina Kauhanen, founder of Commu, a marketplace for help. And today I'm going to share with you 3 short stories of the most important part of our business, our users. So, our mission in Commu is to make asking for help and giving help easier. And we believe that helping is the best way to get to know new people from around you. If currently 1 in 3 adults experiences loneliness, that it is time to take action. And our action was to build a mobile app where you can ask for help or give help with people and organizations around you. We have a very busy year this year. We tested the beta in Tampere in April, launched in May, and now we have more than 30 pilot organizations and more than 3,000 users. One of these users is Satu. She loves cleaning. And Commu gave her a way to utilize this passion for good, so she can use her spare time during the week by cleaning homes of those who need a helping hand for free. This is Elvira, a Russian-Chinese immigrant who moved to Tampere a year ago. She had a lot of difficulties getting to know her new neighborhood, and suddenly her new home felt very hostile and depressing. She took action by asking for help in Commu, and now she has been able to form a support network of people, like-minded people from around her. And finally, this is Ray. He is a mental health professional, and he took action by offering his assistance and his knowledge in Commu to those who need a chat about, for example, how to deal with depression. And Commu has given him a sense of belonging, which is different from his work. And I just want to stop here for a while and think that what do these stories tell us? They tell us that if by any means we can make asking for help and giving help easier, we can make more of stories like these happen. Me, my co-founders Sami and Ronnie have built Commu this far, and we are now closing a pre-seed round of 100,000 euros to take Commu to the next level. So come talk with us if you're interested in working with us, and I welcome all of you to download Commu and join us on a journey towards a world more helpful and less lonely. Thank you very much for your attention.
All right, thank you very much, Karoliina. And finally, we're going to hear from our third pitch and our final presentation of the evening. Please welcome to the stage the founder of STEM site, Anni Mörö.
Great. Hi, so I'm not going to pitch for you today. I was told to tell a founder story. So my name is Anni Mörö, and I'm a founder and COO of STEM site. STEM site is a deep tech startup developing cell therapies to treat cornea blindness. As a startup, we are a newborn. We are only 6 months old. but our story started years ago. Today I'm going to focus in the most important chapters of our stories. 4 out of 5 founding team members are female researchers from Tampere University. And we have in total 40 years of experience in developing cell therapies to treat different forms of blindness. Founding a company wasn't the obvious path for us in the beginning. But in our work as researchers at Tampere University, we often receive phone calls and emails from visually impaired patients and their caretakers to ask whether we can help them. And it's pretty heartbreaking to tell these patients that there is still a huge gap in translating research results into an actual clinical treatment, and that we cannot help them yet. In fact, the current funding system in Finland doesn't support this kind of translation at all under the universities. So we started thinking about founding a company. A while back, one of our clinical advisors called to ask where are we at the development of our cell therapies. He said that the reason he's calling is he just had a patient leaving his office that he couldn't help. The only way this young person to be able to see again is to receive cell therapy like ours. So before jumping into a moving train and startup world, we kind of explored the fit of our product to the market. And based on market assessment study, 92% of cornea clinicians interviewed were eager to participate in future clinical trials of our products. And the main reason behind this was that for a certain patient population, they currently don't have any treatments. Each and every one of these encounters with patients and their caretakers and healthcare professionals are really important. But there was one case with a visually impaired young woman that kind of hit me personally hard. She's about the same age that I am, and a mother to a daughter about the same age that my girls are. She had written a poem to her daughter that she presented in a patient organization event. And the poem went like this. Even though I cannot see your face, I feel. I feel when you laugh. I feel when you play next to me. I feel your cry while I'm comforting you. I feel you in my arms. I feel your scent, and I will always remember what it felt to hold you for the first time. Parenthood and life without the ability to see is different. And sight is one of the most important of our senses. Because of her and thousands of patients just like her, we established STEMsight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, 3 great stories from 3 very, very wonderful startups in the Tampere ecosystem. Let's give a round of applause for all 3 of the startups that we heard from, everyone. Wonderful stuff that you guys are doing. All right, that was the last presentation of the evening. However, it would not, we cannot end the night without hearing from the lead organizer behind this entire event. Please, everyone, make a round of applause as he comes to the stage for Mr. Tommi Uitti, everyone. That's appropriate.
Yeah, hello everybody. My name is Tommi Uitti from Business Tampere, and I still wanted to come to thank you here for the last words for this evening. I think we have had a splendid presentations. Public sector is really supporting Tampere ecosystem very strongly. Our ecosystem is growing. We have our community. I really appreciate all of those speeches today and the community members who have wanted to come to make this family type of atmosphere here amongst us. The reason why we want to organize this event really is that we can have meaningful encounters between startups, investors, and business partners. And I think what I already encountered there in the door, that's already happening. And we're still going to run this whole evening for about 1.5 hours. And I really want to talk almost each of you. And as you can see, Business Tampere people, I have not been organizing this alone. We have all these kind of beautiful Finnish blue-white shirts here. So I definitely want to thank all my team of Business Tampere people and our volunteers for making this possible. So some journey hopefully starts tonight, some maybe might end. But let's make it as a miraculous evening. Thank you, everybody.
And thank you, Tommi, for you and your team and all the volunteers that did such great work to put this together. The presentations are over. However, we are now going to open up the Brella networking station over there. If you already have signed up with the app, double check to see if you've gotten any messages. I'm sure that there are some people who would like to meet you. And let's give one final thanks to all of our presenters, and especially to our sponsors, Business Tampere, the City of Tampere, Tampere University, the Council of Tampere Region, Tampere Chamber of Commerce, and Tampere Startup Hub Platform 6. Let's get one big round of applause for all of them, for all the things they do to make the startup ecosystem in Tampere thrive. And on behalf of everyone here, we just want to say thank you very much. Enjoy the open bar, which will open up again as soon as it is now probably. The bar has already got a line at it. And again, thank you very much. My name is Trent. I've been your host. Enjoy the rest of the evening, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Good night.